Well, hello, beautifuls. It is so great to spend another little bit of time with you. And at this point, I've received a lot of questions about what I mean when I say that I'm the holistic real estate coach. So let's dive in and you let me know if what I have to share with you resonates with you. And the best way for me to start is to illustrate this with a quick story. So, once upon a time, at the close of a popular and relatively typical real estate training seminar, the aggressive A type personality trainer bottom lined his message for his audience. And with tremendous passion, he declared, "Action trumps everything." Now, I could see about 10% of that room lean into that statement and feel energized and inspired by it. And their body language really told it all. But by drastic contrast, I could feel the balance of the room take a giant, energetic step back, and their body language told it all too. Now, I've attended many events like this one, and in that moment, what solidified right before my eyes was a knowing that there needed to be a different approach for the majority of real estate professionals to help them step into action and make sustainable, integrated changes in their business. Now, through my coaching lens, the blanket idea that action trumps everything does not take into account the emotional or the energetic journey of the client as they're experiencing themselves in that moment. So, while I do agree that taking massive and immediate action is absolutely key to your success, I also know that agents who are already feeling stuck and blocked simply can't take enough action to make up for their energetic misalignment. An effective coach must have the ability to drop in where their client is, where that client is feeling that feeling and the sense of blockage. The coach needs to be able to detect that. The coach needs to be able to bring those blocks to light and create an opening within you to help you empty out what's in the way of taking action to begin with. This will allow you to release the efforting and the struggle and support you to step into that space of taking massive and immediate action. So we've got to line ourselves up energetically with that action first. Now, I do want to let you know I do not blame this trainer for not seeing the bigger picture because in our action based society, our most natural first inclination is to step into immediate action to bring about change. Popular books, people, processes, and systems all promise us the results that we seek through taking action based solutions. We jump headfirst into a do, have, be mindset, concluding if I do something different, I will have what I want and then I will finally be more fulfilled. But this is backwards, my friends. It's backwards. It's the old way of doing things. It's old and worn out. So we launch into action in this premise, even if the action feels off. And off can even feel awkward, unnatural, uncomfortable, and possibly even painful for us. Now, if we do succeed in sustaining the action, the new action that we're taking over time, we do generally begin to experience a shift. However, if the action feels like efforting and draining, we find ourselves unable to sustain it. Then inevitably, we return to the old habits of thought and action that created our stuckness to begin with. So, this cycle blocks our energy flow. It reinforces the erroneous beliefs about ourselves and it deepens frustration, self judgment, and anxiety. Can you sense or feel any of that in your own body and in your own business right now? It creates and perpetuates low vibrational points of attraction. And then the cycle usually repeats itself, proving that while action is indeed a critical component for experiencing change, action is not the first step of our journey. Energetic alignment is. Ultimately, this action-based do have be model isn't transformational for most agents, and yet we find ourselves repeatedly stuck in its grasp. My message here is that for the majority of real estate professionals, when you are feeling blocked, the last thing that you need is the big stick. The bottom line here is that taking action out of a space of alignment, when you're not in alignment, that action feels like efforting. And action that feels like efforting is ultimately life draining, not life giving. Action that feels inspired, however, is life giving. And when action feels flowing, easy, joyful, effortless, just like breathing feels, you have arrived in a space of inspired action. And this kind of action is sustainable, it is integrative, and it allows for real, true transformation. So, I want you to know 3 unique things about my coaching so you understand a little bit more about holistic coaching. Okay, I want you to understand my signature coaching methodology, my discovery technique, and my integrative processes. So, first and foremost, my signature coaching methodology reaches well beyond the realm of traditional, and anyone that is coaching with me knows I do not coach traditionally. It's an experience. It's definitely experiential. Rather than a do have be model, I offer a be do have model that is tremendously effective in moving you into inspired action. Our work together is focused on getting you unstuck from patterns, beliefs, and behaviors that hold you in your current state of being. You are literally holding yourself in your current state of being. That freedom that we arrive at opens up the flow of energy in your life and in your business to live new habits of working, thinking, and being. Now, second, my discovery technique is equally powerful. In fact, it tends to open up immediate clarity to what has been previously misunderstood or even previously unseen. We can go deep when we need to, and most agents need that depth to move the needle and open the flow of energy in their business. And finally, my unique integrative process then establishes an organic blueprint that excitedly encourages your continued inspired action and your expansion into your personal what's next. My resources support you in opening that flow of energy, organization, order, discipline, and exciting new levels of achievement and success in your real estate business. So, from an all encompassing perspective, inside of my coaching platform, my infusion of universal principles that are woven throughout your coaching experience helps you to quickly open up expansive new perspectives, achieve heightened clarity, access your creative zone, experience deeper states of self worth and self love, develop powerful new habits that deliver you into that next level of you, and experiencing a heart mind alignment breakthrough and achieve truly transformational results. And honestly, that is just the tip of the iceberg. So, this is what I mean, not a small or short explanation, when I say I'm the holistic real estate coach. Okay, so what I'd like to ask you is, have you ever hired a coach because you proactively sought out to achieve a new outcome in your business, but your coach seemed to have only one agenda, one script, one method that they just could not seem to deviate from? Did you feel shut down rather than opened up? This is what happens when we establish coaching relationships. But an effective coach for you is going to take the whole of you into consideration, including your beliefs, your behaviors, feelings, thoughts, and desires, rather than prescribing only one solution to achieve a goal. Because in coaching, one size definitely does not fit all. So here's the thing, I would really love to hear back from you. How have different coaching methods either helped you push through your resistance or have caused you to be in a state of deeper resistance? Feel free to leave your comments in this thread and let me know of your coaching experiences. I would really love to hear from you. And before I close, just as my gentle reminder, you really are truly limitless. Don't let any person, story, or circumstance tell you any different, including one from yourself. So remember to head over to my blog and read this and other stories about me and my coaching process and discover how I can help you. And as always, I want to thank you so much for tuning in.